a bad thing?
That's a good thing.
That's good.
Which was work for They talked about personal development. He's like, I know your role. You recently got a promotion. I'm like, yeah, I did. So I had Mr. Manager and I were getting we were talking. Yes. It's coming up this weekend because he was like pushing or something.
Yeah.
That's Monday. And he's probably not gonna get this weekend. And oh yeah, he's like, you gonna address this? You know what it is.
No, we shouldn't be there. So my goal is to like hand these out to them.
I felt bad, I called him yesterday, and I guess the
These people are legit.
Is it like Blood Farm? Is that what their new name is?
She makes it.
Is that a
Like, I'm sure the lake trees are
And
gonna
we called
great for
Jerry
me
and
to
said,
her
okay,
dog
we're
away.
done, can we go to Sullivan?
To clean the house.
And Mark, I'm like, can we go to Sullivan, like, in a half an hour? He's like, oh, sure. And I'm like, well, I'm like, okay, you can have it, Kim. He goes, well, I gotta go get it. I'm like, I'm so sorry.
No, we don't, it would save time for everybody, a little inconvenient for us.
Well, I didn't know they were on site. I don't know if we saw.
I always
guess
get
they were operating next to us.
I didn't know anything about that.
No, I didn't
That's
either.
the form
I
of
don't, we don't.
save waivers instead of having something like we have.
Kevin McCullough, when he was here, was very.
Good to see you, Tony. How are you? Good, good.
And they installed them and
They
everything.
do everything. I've been asked differently since, and I said, I need some letter or something from.
It says we
That we can do this. I don't mind running cables, I don't mind installing cameras, if you want to do the focusing, that's fine.
I just called him up to message.
I got it, I was gonna call you after this.
I don't know what number.
Was that? I don't recognize the today.
Well, hello.
Guys, I was wondering whether you were gonna show.
Oh, of course I'd be here.
Yeah, great.
Well,
Nice to see you. How are you doing?
what we do with our emergency services,
I'm Lisa
we have a
Linda.
lot of stuff. we do.
I'll meet you out.
So, I put some stuff together for you to look at.
Okay.
Okay.
We do a lot of resiliency and a lot of mitigation stuff.
Yeah.
He's big time now.
To show the dates and all that kind of stuff, protection.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna,
20 minutes, let's go.
most ready to scan them all and send them over to you. Look at it.
We are.
See what else you need.
Morning, everyone. We ask you to please rise for the opening prayer and pledge allegiance. Dear gracious and loving Father, we praise you for this day. We gather this morning for the business of our county. We ask you that your strength pilot us, your hand protect us, and your wisdom instruct us. Father, we'll be recognizing next Tuesday as National Agriculture Day. We thank you for our farmers who turn the soil, plant our crops, and raise the livestock to feed us daily. We thank you for your creation that 2% of the population work diligently to feed the other 98% of us. Without our farmers, we would not have one of the necessities of life. Lord, we pray you will make our footsteps out of your will and goodness. Give us the wisdom to listen to you each and every day. These things we humbly pray in your name. Amen.
Amen.
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Good morning. We'll convene the Commissioners' public meeting at this time and ask for the minutes of the previous meeting to be approved.
I'll move to approve. I'll second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye, so carried. Public comment on agenda items only this time. Any online? Matt?
None.
Okay, hearing none, we'll move on. 1.6. Through proclamation, Commissioner Maravito.
So the commissioners are happy on this St. Patrick's Day to issue this proclamation, Tedx Williamsport. Whereas in the spirit of ideas worth spreading, TEDx is a program of local, self-organized events that bring people together to share a TED-like experience. TED was founded around technology, entertainment, and design, but has grown since the founding in 1984. At a TEDx event, TED Talks video and live speakers combine to spark deep discussion and connection. These local, self-organized events are branded TEDx, where X is independently organized TED event. Whereas this is the third consecutive event organized under the volunteer leadership of Charles Black, Emily Gale, and April Long. And whereas Tedx Williamsport has had 22 speakers share their TED Talk, which are viewed on the Global TED website, which brings attention to both Williamsport and Lycoming County. And whereas Tedx Williamsport 2021-2022 will feature 8 speakers this year, including Adriana Richard, Dan Brawning, Howard Woodruff, John Shableski, Lisa Longo, Sandra Lane, and Shaheem Hill. A majority of these speakers hail from Lycoming County. And whereas we're proud of the entire Tedx Williamsport team for their commitment to the mission of TED, as well as their commitment to the community. Now, therefore, we, the Lycoming County Commissioners, do hereby proclaim Saturday, March 19th, 2022, as Tedx Williamsport Day, ideas worth sharing on a global scale in the county of Lycoming, and we urge all citizens to join in recognizing the Tedx Williamsport team and wishing them well for their upcoming event. Proclaim the 17th day of March 2022, Lycoming County Commissioners Scott L. Metzger, Chairman, Tony Armistead, Vice Chairman, and Richard Maravito, Secretary. You know, I have to say, I was somewhat ignorant of the TED and TEDx experience. I had heard, on the radio, especially if you listen to certain stations, they would say there's a TED speaker going on, but I didn't really know a lot about it. I certainly didn't know about TEDx with a little x. And what's interesting about it is if you think back to people who stood in the town square and gave speeches, right? They communicated with their community, with their neighbors in a way before there was obviously radio and other things. And what this is really just moving with technology to a new place for people to be able to share ideas. And it's hopefully the sharing of those ideas that helps us grow in terms of our understanding about the world around us, but also about how we can create and invent new things. So I do think that it's worth noting that these folks that have organized this are from Lycoming County. We have 3 of them here today. Chuck Black and April. Are all 3? Okay. And
I'm Lisa Longo. I'm one of the speakers.
right, you're one of the speakers. Okay. And actually, one of the other speakers used to work for the county, Howard Woodruff. So we are excited. If you would like to say a few words or something, I'm sure the chairman would.
Please come up and...
So if I can pass these out, April will get started, but just so you have an idea of who is speaking, what they're speaking about. So thank you. So my name is Chuck. I was born and raised in our town. While I no longer live in our town, I started this back in 2018, and I've been involved since. When I did move, I was asked if I would still take charge, so I said sure. So I'm back in town. One thing I do want to share, while right now this is a small thing, we have people from Philly, Pittsburgh, who are coming here from Friday to Sunday, staying in our hotels, spending money in our town. So this is a really wonderful thing. We are here to give people a platform, and I'm just very excited. I also want to uplift, Lycoming College has been incredible. So this is our first time at the college, and they are really an example of a place in a town just going above and doing wonderful things. So while this is my final event, I do want our soon-to-be chair just to say a few words.
Well, good morning. I'm April Long. My parents do live here in Lycoming County. Learning about the Tedx Talks, or TED Talks rather, and what they are and kind of what they've meant to me, and then having...
Pull the mic so
You got it.
because it is live.
And having an opportunity to experience it here locally. So you mentioned sharing ideas with the world around us, and I think for me, I've taken more personally home how to change my world. Like, I can't control those things going on around me, but I can control how I see them. And to hear speakers talk about leaving a legacy. So our first year was all about leaving your personal legacy, or the legacy of raising your grandchildren, the legacy of taking care of our aging population and taking care of our planet. And our first year, our last speaker took the stage with Myrtle, his skull, and talked to us about how we can leave our legacy. So I can't control the world around me, but I can have things control me, or to change how I see the world. And I think that's what I take from this more than anything. So it started out as the year of doing things that scared me. So I volunteered, got to meet Chuck and the team at Tedx Williamsport, and this has been a huge turning point for me. So something that scared me has become something I truly love.
So the final thing I want to say, so TED is used across the country and in so many countries, and it's really powerful that these talks will be available on the TED platform forever. And so when people say, John, once his talk is done and it's published, Tedx Williamsport is just becoming a known thing. And if you look around the state, there's not a whole lot of TEDx events. So we're putting Williamsport and Lycoming County on the map. As I said, she's from 3 hours away. She found out about our event. So now she's here spending money. So while we're just a small little thing, we are hoping that this is going to grow and just become something that TEDx is a major player. So while I will no longer be the chair come Saturday, and I'm counting down, but I am just very excited to stay involved, and we're very thankful for all of you, and we'll be back in 2023.
Okay,
Thank you.
Chuck, the three of us are deeply committed to trying to grow the economy in this county, and we're deeply committed to trying to repopulate the county and retain the population. And there isn't any one silver bullet. Yesterday I saw an email from the president of the chamber that the PA Wilds is going to hold their annual dinner here, and that's great. And Lycoming College and Penn College and all the different things that we do, inch by inch, I kind of view us as sort of clawing our way back to the kind of community we had 40 years ago, quite frankly, when we had, or even if you want to go back further, 100 years to the time when it was the millionaire capital. But in other words, that we do everything we can, we grab every moment we can to sort of say to the outside world, Williamsport is here, Lycoming County is here, come and enjoy what it has and come and learn. So we're proud that we did this today, and if it helps us move it along, then it's just one more thing we've done.
We have a proclamation we'd like to give to you?
Yes.
And to get a picture with you?
Yes.
Great, thank you.
Can you also take one on the iPhone?
And we'd also like to invite you all to join us on Saturday at Lycoming College to hear the presentation.
It'll start at 12.
12 o'clock. And where is it at Lycoming College?
The brand new Gateway Center. Yeah, they're giving me the Gateway Center.
Wow, okay. Okay.
You can watch us online.
Thank you for your efforts to organize it.
Thank you, Rick.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Tony. Always good to see you.
Oh, no, it's Tony.
Thank you, Scott.
Yeah, thank you, Chuck.
I'm staying in here
Have a good
with
day.
me, and Mommy said she knows you.
Oh, really?
Dana,
Thank you so much.
Yes,
Always good to see you.
Good luck, Chuck, and I'll try 12 o'clock Saturday.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Have a good day. Matt?
Okay, moving on to 2.0 reports. 2.1 accounts payable. Brandon?
Good morning, Commissioners. I'm here to have you ratify the cash requirements report for the AP checks that were run yesterday for a total of $1,339,366.47, of which $332,229.06, or approximately 1/4, were county general funded, $228,775.05, or 17%, were grants and other funding sources, $733,432.39, or approximately 55%, were paid by RMS, and $44,929.97 were escrow funds.
Okay, any questions for Randy? Hearing none, can I have a motion?
I'll move to approve.
I'll second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
So carried. Thank you, Randy.
Thank
Thank you,
you.
Brandy.
Okay, moving on to action items. 3.1 and 3.2, John Lavelle.
Morning, John.
Morning, Commissioners. The first item is to appoint Maya Toon as a designated agent for the HMGP grant application. That's just a typical process every time we submit one of these.
Okay, have a motion?
I'll move to approve the designation.
I'll second.
And then
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye, so carried. Okay.
the second item there is asking you to approve the HMGP grant application for both phases of engineering design for the Lashy Run culvert system replacement. We have an estimate of $882,500 for full design of that project. It's about 1,100 foot long culvert that's in varying degrees of disrepair. So hopefully we're able to get some funding for this. If funded through HMGP, this will be 100% paid for through state and federal dollars. No local cost share included.
Okay, have a motion?
I'll move to approve.
I'll second. And that's been a process long in the works.
Been trying.
And just for the public to understand, when we talk about having everyone in the county sharing the cost of the levee or flooding resiliency, this is the kind of project that we're talking about. Lashy Run is estimated to cost over $7 million to repair. If Lashy Run collapses, it's going to be devastating for Jersey Shore because it is a state road. There are houses connected to it. There are commercial establishments connected to it. And it would be a disaster. And so we have a responsibility as members of a community to make sure that we fix it before it happens, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep. It's located along a main thoroughfare in Allegheny Street.
Yeah.
And if it goes out, that holds up the state road.
Right.
There's also buttressing foundations of the buildings next to it. So that's a long-term detour and a huge impact to the people right there.
Yeah.
In the community.
Any other questions? No. Okay, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye, so carried.
Thank you.
Thank you.
3.3, Austin Daly, pre-funneling.
Morning, Commissioners.
Good morning.
Morning, Austin.
So today I have for you a request to award Ryland Construction for general construction of Bridge Bundle 3. They were the lowest qualified bidder for the project at $2,015,000. The next lowest bidder was $175,000 more than Ryland. Work will consist of 5 bridges in Bundle 3, Gamble Township, Mifflin Township, Penn Township, Wolf Township, and Montgomery Park. This bundle came in right on the county's initial estimate prior to doing design and stuff for the bridges. We did an estimate and it came in at $2,080,000. So we were pretty bang on budget there. We're on budget overall for the project through the first 3 bundles thus far. So we're looking forward to getting these moving this year. We'll be doing 10 bridges between bundles 2 and 3.
Great, fantastic.
Yeah, and Ryland did a previous bridge for us and did a great job. We're hoping that there won't be any of the misunderstanding that this time that we had last time with the contractor and with PennDOT, and I'm sure that all of that has been worked out. But they did do a good job on that bridge.
Yeah, our team, with the transportation team and Bass Engineering, we met with Ryland on Tuesday, had a meeting with them, and we left that meeting feeling confident that all sides will be able to get this done for the county and get these bridges in the ground.
And we won't have those misunderstandings.
And I'd just like to add that Larry did a really nice job explaining some of the things in the Web Weekly, this edition. And yesterday I received a phone call from a constituent that said, I was one of the people that was yelling at you, right? And he said, you know, I really appreciate the stance that you took. And it works. I think it's a great example of how you utilize ideas and put them to fruition and make sure that you take care of your constituents. And roads and bridges are a key component to that everyday life.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I think that all of the community should feel proud that they don't have to wait for the federal government to say fix bridges, that we as a community did it. And I had a constituent call last week who was upset about the bridge bundling after the presentation you'd made. And I think part of his perspective was, well, we don't have a bridge in our township that's being fixed. So we have to recognize that today you may not have a bridge that's being fixed, but if we are able to continue this, then the other bridges in the county will be fixed. And eventually it all comes around to us, right? So thanks for your work on that.
Taking a motion.
I'll second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Hey.
Aye. So carried.
Thank you, Commissioners.
Thank you.
3.4, Jason, are you on the line?
Yes, sir. Good morning, Commissioners.
Good morning.
Good morning, Jason.
Commissioners, 3.4 is seeking your approval to purchase a 2022 Caterpillar excavator, model 336 as we refer to it. This is a budgeted item for RMS for this year. It is through the CoStarz program. We're trading in a 2009 link belt excavator. The final price is $328,800. And they actually have them, or we can get them fairly soon, which is very promising considering what we've been dealing with.
That's good news.
Yes, sir.
And I'm sure my colleague, Mr. Messer, would like to add a comment about the payment of
You
this.
gonna give up your glory for the day?
No. Of course, Jason, just to let the public know, these funds come from the revenue of the landfill, and they're not impacted by taxpayer funds.
We have that recorded when you got here.
I wasn't here last week. I wasn't.
Commissioner Smith took your,
He did?
you stepped in your shoes.
Okay.
She didn't report it.
Okay. Have a motion?
I'll move to approve.
I'll second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye, so carried.
3.5, Ken George, Leisure Commercial.
Morning, Commissioners.
Morning, Ken.
This is an agreement with Leisure Commercial Doors to replace some of the doors up at our DJ office in Jersey Shore.
Okay.
Time, frame,
Up to 24 weeks out.
up to 24 weeks.
6 months out. That's the problem with what's going on across the country.
Absolutely, yes.
Yep, getting supplies.
Supply chain is broken.
Yes. So, can I have a motion?
Move to approve.
I'll second.
Any other questions for Director? Okay. All in favor, say aye.
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 Thank you.
Thank you, Ken.
3.6, Leslie, maintenance agreement with Marco.
Morning,
Morning,
Leslie.
Commissioners. Good morning, Matt. Just seeking your approval. This is so we purchased out of the lease for our copiers, and this is actually just to put them back onto a maintenance agreement with Marco. This will be the 55 copiers that we have today. It covers support desk, cartridges, maintenance, and actually we got them to include staples. So.
Okay.
A little bit.
Good. Any savings on?
Sure.
Actually, with the RFP, and I'll be submitting that contract in a couple weeks. It is a huge savings for us with the new RFP. So.
Okay, could you let us know what the savings is?
Absolutely.
So we report it?
Yeah, absolutely.
So the total,
You
I'm sorry.
guys do a great job, we should report the
Yeah,
savings
absolutely.
that you're doing.
Yeah, yep.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Go ahead.
So I'm looking for the total cost of the contract.
So it's per page.
Per page that
It's
we
per page.
print
Yeah.
or copy.
Yeah. And it's actually on that very first page. The color prints are at .055. The black and white is at .0086. And then the new contract is going to be, and I'll send it to you, but .003 something, and the color is going to be .03, sorry. So almost half. So the new contract's going to be a great savings.
So to our staff, if you don't need to print it, don't print it, or right? Because not only do we use the paper, but we're paying
Sure.
on this agreement.
Sure. And as to your point with the door, paper's getting harder to get to, so we're trying to stock up and the ballots for voter, for the elections coming up, and we're making sure we have double just in case we can't get it later. So
I hear advertisements from a local provider, Blankenhorn.
Oh, okay.
Do we check to make sure that
We do
give
check
everybody
locally also, but we can definitely check with them.
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's very important.
Yeah.
And as we move forward and we see what's happening with our assessments and the appeals process, the brick and mortar is what supports government.
Sure.
And we should always try to support the brick and mortars locally.
Sure. Agreed.
They pay more than their fair share, and sometimes it's a battle. They're trying to be creative in how they come after our business, and we have to give each and every one of them an opportunity to bid on these government contracts.
And it's hard for the little guys to compete with the big guys.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, agreed. Yeah, definitely.
Okay. A motion.
I'll move to approve.
I'll second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Thank you.
Thank you. Have a good day.
And 3.7, Adrian, are you online? I can.
Yes, I am.
Okay.
Morning.
Good morning. I am here on the telephone seeking approval of a professional services agreement with attorney Rob Hoffa to provide legal representation to Echo Butler regarding homicide and related charges. This case is a conflict for the PD's office because they represent a co-defendant. The hourly rate is $150 per hour, given that the DA's office will be pursuing the death penalty. And the total amount, the case is estimated not to exceed is $100,000.
Okay, can I have a motion?
I'll move to approve.
I'll second.
All in favor, say aye.
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 Thank
Thank you. Adrian.
you. Thank you.
4.0, Commissioner Conrad.
You want to have anything?
Aye.
Commissioner?
5.0, public comment.
Mr. Stout?
Good morning.
Morning.
Larry Stout from Clinton Township and also representing Web Weekly. Since you finished early, I thought I'd tell you a St. Patty's Day story. It's a true story about something that happened in Ireland. I was told this by a woman by the name of Patricia Wack, who was working at a bank, and one day a frog walked into the bank and came up to her and said, I want a loan my father's Mick Jagger. And she said, well, I don't care who your father is, but we need some collateral. So he pulled out this little figurine and said, I want to use this is my collateral. And she said, well, just a moment. She goes to see the director and she says, boss, I don't know what's going on here. Got this frog comes in and says his father's Mick Jagger, and for collateral, he showed me this little thing. I don't even know what it is. And the director said, well, that's a knick-knack, paddywhack. Give the frog a loan. His old man's a Rolling Stone. A little bit of...
Now, did you make that up?
No. True story.
That is creative.
No, actually, I heard that from a U.S. ambassador, to be honest with you. But it was, in all seriousness, it was 6 years ago when Jim Webb asked me to come here and cover the county. And I told him I would give it 2 weeks max. And if I was bored to tears, it was, he couldn't pay me enough to come and watch paint dry is what I thought it would be. But it being a township supervisor, I know there's a lot of mundane business. But I very quickly realized how really important the work that you do is to the county and how the public needs to know about it. So I've really been honored to be able to engage in this, and I know that, again, from personal experience, that one of the biggest problems is in areas that the public don't appreciate, which is certainly infrastructure. And it's kind of like, sitting in a chair. I come in to the meeting every week, sit down on a chair, and I don't think to myself, oh, I'm so thankful to the commissioners for providing such nice soft chairs for us to sit in, and that's so wonderful. You don't think about the chair. But if the chair was wobbly or there was a split and I'm uncomfortable sitting in it, I come and complain. Well, the same thing. No one's coming in thanking you for the levee or for sewer and water or the bridges. But when they break down, when things happen, then suddenly they're all over the place. And so I think this is why what I saw happen here in 2017 and the battle that you two and Jack McKernan, that was really impressive, to be quite honest. That you had to kind of stand on the hill alone, surrounded as the guns were firing at you, and you were able to get through it. And I really honestly didn't think it was going to happen, and that's why I wrote in my article here, and I want to make my presentation. I said the military has many ways to recognize outstanding service. And and you guys give lots of presentations. You even today, you do this constantly. Almost every meeting, you're honoring somebody, you're recognizing somebody. Nobody recognizes you guys. So this is what kind of inspired this for me, was that it seems to me that those in local government should be acknowledged as well. So it's my privilege to present the first Web Weekly County Hall Corner Distinguished Service Award for exceptionally meritorious service in a duty of great responsibility to Commissioners Jack McKernan, Tony Masser, and Rick Morabito for the inauguration of this historically significant project, being the bridge bundling project. Commissioner Scott Metzger also deserves an Outstanding Service Award for his leadership in shepherding this critically important agenda forward. To many, this may not seem like such a big deal, but other government entities around the Commonwealth are watching this program develop in its leadership with a capital L. So I am very proud and honored to present to you, which I spared no expense. Literally, I spared no expense in giving Tony Masser, there you are, Scott Metzger, thank you, Rick Morabito.
Thank you.
And if anybody knows Jack, maybe
Sure do.
get that to him somehow.
Yeah. Yes, for sure.
And I do, again, I know it seems it might seem trite, but I personally appreciate you commissioners and what you do. I think you are really good representatives.
Thank you.
For government.
Thank you. Okay, let's get a picture, man.
Larry, we want to thank you for your service to the county as a township supervisor for 10 years, and you know, the education you bring weekly about the county to the public in your articles. You have an outstanding, unique background that gives you a lot of insight on how you write and present ideas and information to the public. And we want to thank you from the bottom of our hearts for what you do for the community and your service also in the fire company, which is vital throughout our county and throughout the nation.
And I often say we have the hierarchy reversed. You know, when you're the federal senator, or you're a governor, it's the township supervisors that come first. They're the ones that we
Borough councils too.
Yeah, borough councils.
City, yeah.
But the importance of people that you don't get paid, and if you do, it's very little. But you're in the front lines, and then from the commissioners, perspective, that's how we get our information, and it's done by mostly volunteers. And when you look at how we work together, the meetings that we attend, the public, they don't see that.
Right.
They don't see behind the doors. But I'll tell you, we have 52 municipalities.
Yeah.
And all of them work hard.
Yeah.
And I'm proud to serve as a county commissioner and work alongside of them. And Larry, you've done a fantastic job on all fronts. So we appreciate your service.
Thank
you. Do any of you read Latin?
Yeah, I just was looking
So
at that. Fortes Fortuna.
Fortune favors of old.
Yeah. So one of the lessons also that this whole thing that you've given us, I think, for me, is that too often I think the public, between all sorts of ways we get information, we think that everyone in all these places is fighting with each other all the time. And the reality is that whether it's Congress in Washington or whether it's Harrisburg or here, 95% of what we do, we work out to a conclusion that gets the job done. I mean, when I was in Harrisburg, we passed hundreds of bills together. Some people voted yes, some people voted no, but the fact is that we did that. And the same thing, here. We get, a testament to the fact that the country works is the fact that it's not physically collapsing. I mean, in other words, if you travel around the world, you can travel in places where the country is literally physically collapsing. Whether it's bridges, roads, you know that from traveling in places, right? Whether it's water systems that don't work, right? And so one of the great things that we can say about ourselves as a society is that really, even though we focus a lot on what we disagree about, and we do that to our own detriment, I think, to our own personal health, to our own personal health. So, but I want to thank you also, and obviously the local folks are right there every day when there's a fire, when there's an emergency. But thank you very much, and we appreciate it.
And happy St. Patrick's Day. Thank you. Any other members from the audience? Online,
Thomas Adams. I am alerting everyone to get involved in our government. FYI, the push for public-private partnerships are not what they seem. These are part of the global reset, the Great Reset being pushed by the global elites. Anything to do with ESG, scores for loans, and business activities are a backdoor way for government to totally control all commerce, public and private. These are tied to BlackRock Financial and must be outlawed at all levels of government. Call our state, local, and federal officials to stand against this evil, against wickedness, against liberty, justice, and righteousness. Thank you. Thomas Adams, please.
okay, thank you, Thomas.
Yeah, Thomas, you have to be suspect of the PPPs. And it's because of the regulations that are placed upon our free market society, which no longer is affordable for private sector business. You know, it's very difficult. And if you, the more regulations that the government, you know, implements, the more costly it is, and then government gets involved, and what happens? All of a sudden, there's strings attached. And there's so many strings attached to everything that we do in government, it's basically sickening. And I wish people could see that. You know, they don't, but you just take a look at the golf course, for example. $20,000, and they tied up 450 acres. And we can't, it's our land, you know? We're not going to, I don't know.
Okay. Next comment?
One more just popped up from Thomas. BlackRock Financial also has its army of propagandists working hard to sway elections and elected officials to foist this upon America. They also go by other names that are under their umbrella.
Okay, thank you. Okay, any other comments? Hearing none, we'll be adjourned to our next meeting will be on March 24th at 10 a.m. right here in this room. And have a great week. Happy St. Patrick's Day to everybody.
Aaron, go, bro.
And enjoy your week.
I'm not gonna give it to him.
So does anybody know what Aaron did wrong?
And what?
Anybody know what Aaron did you go wrong?
I come to a lot of your meetings. Do you really? Yeah, do you live here? I live in Milton. Okay. More crazy.
Okay.
Okay, but, how do you like the meeting? How do I like it? Yeah. I like